स्टार्ट हो गया।
हाँ।
चलिए रिकॉर्डिंग करिए।
हमारा फोन है नहीं,
रिकॉर्डिंग सुनाइए।
सुनाना है। टॉपिक रिजाइन तो हुई नहीं है, तो टॉपिक थी
उसकी रिकॉर्डिंग में। टॉपिक यही है कि कार्तिक भैया ने एक पॉइंट रेस किया था। जैसे टॉपिक यही है कि जब सेंटर इंचार्ज आए तो मैंने ये पॉइंट रेस किया कि क्या जो हम नवाल पॉडकास्ट का जो रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं उसे कल्चर एक्टिविटी में जोड़ सकते हैं। कार्तिक भैया ने उस जगह पे दूसरा पॉइंट रेस किया तो सेंटर इंचार्ज ने कहा हाँ जोड़ सकते हैं। कार्तिक भैया ने दूसरा पॉइंट रेस किया कि नवाल क्या ये कल्चर की जगह पे है, इस बारे पे डिस्कशन होगा। जी बताइए।
बताइए
क्या बताइए?
बताइए अभी टॉपिक नहीं बताइए, बताइए
कौन स्टार्ट कर रहा है?
आप
मैंने रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे बोला था, क्योंकि 30 मिनट रूल रिकॉर्डिंग था और 30 मिनट इसका डिसाइड किया गया था, इसलिए मैंने कहा कि रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे काउंट हो रहा है।
लॉजिकल तर्क
लॉजिकल कर दी।
जैसे कि जब सर जी ने कल शाम को बोला था हम लोगों से कि नहीं, कल सुबह में बोला था कि रिकॉर्डिंग करिए, तो फिर उन्होंने बोला था कि हो सकता है रूल की रिकॉर्डिंग करके आप लोग बोर हो गए हैं, तो नॉर्मल पॉडकास्ट की रिकॉर्डिंग करिए, और छोटा है तो इसलिए 30 मिनट तक की रिकॉर्डिंग इसकी करिए, इसलिए मुझे लगा कि रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है।
और आप अपना बोलिए।
It can be because, as per my opinion, center in charge said yesterday, you are not sending your rule recording.
Everyone
Because everyone not sending rule recording. So if you are bored, you can take Nawal podcast, read from starting to end. For in the morning 10 minute, in the afternoon 10 minute, in the evening 10 minute, 30 minutes recording. And rule recording also, we have to send it is almost 30 minute, 23 minute or 25 minute rule recording audio timing. So he said you can send Nawal podcast recording. So for my opinion, it is नवाल पॉड इट इज़ ये नवाल पॉडकास्ट रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है।
तो मेरे भी तो यही पॉइंट थी कि नॉर्मल पॉडकास्ट रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे लिया जा रहा है।
आपने भी जो
एंड
दूसरा
सेकंड,
point दिया,
हाँ दूसरा सेकंड पॉइंट
ये मिथलेनियर में जुड़ा है।
नहीं, ये इसमें ये पॉइंट नहीं था। एंड दूसरा पॉइंट क्या इसमें जोड़ सकते हैं, सो इफ दिस इज द अगर ये रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है, सो वी कैन ऐड इन कल्चर एक्टिविटी। दिस इज माय ओपिनियन। हाँ, इंटेंस रिव्यू।
This is all copy of mine. मैंने I tell in the morning that it can't be on the place of rule recording and it could be in the culture activity.
But I was not agree with you.
You was not agree with you, but now you are
But
repeating
now,
that thing.
because when center in charge said you can add, so that's time my opinion said okay, if we are adding, that's why, because three things in the when rule recording, we are not sending rule recording. Some before, many times before, center in charge said you can send rule recording in 3 times. रुक रुक के आप रूल रिकॉर्डिंग भेज सकते हैं, लेकिन पूरा भेजना है। this thing he said in the नवाल पॉडकास्ट। एक बार अगर पूरा करते तो 4 से 5 मिनट का हो रहा है, सो यू कैन सेंड 3 टाइम्स 30 मिनट का आप इसका भी रिकॉर्डिंग आप करके भेज सकते हैं। सो दिस इज माय ओपिनियन। इन द मॉर्निंग आई वाज नॉट अग्री विथ यू बिकॉज आई वाज थिंकिंग it is counting in miscellaneous, because culture activity is a rule. So that's why I was not agree. But if when center in charge said it you can count, so that time I am thinking if you are counting, so maybe
Mobile podcast is also count in culture activity. If you don't trust on me, you can check Pillars of Roshni.
pillars of Roshni in culture is different.
या
Culture is rule.
नो, कल्चर में ही नोवेल पॉडकास्ट आया था, पिलर्स ऑफ रोशनी में। अगर आप वहाँ पे जाके अच्छे से रीड करेंगे तो
in culture activity Nawal
हाँ,
podcast.
हाँ आया था
हम
वहाँ पे, अगर आप उसे रीड
या
करेंगे तो।
आपने बोलना है
नहीं
but yes in the pillar of Ratni when will you see you in the 13th point Taltar in Taltar there is Swami Vivekanand and Nawal Partha is also Tamil in Taltar.
Swami Vivekananda and Nawal podcast.
This are
not
Nawal Partha
only
spiritual.
spirituality.
Yes, like
Oh,
this.
spirituality.
And Nawal
So
Partha
this
is
is in the pillars of Roshni.
yeah.
So in the pillars of Roshni, what was in culture? In culture, there is two parts. Swami.
No.
No, there are many
In
parts.
there is
I
in
don't clearly remember, but I
I can
remember
tell.
that in culture there was a Nawal podcast.
In
Nawal
culture, a
podcast.
part of Nawal podcast is a part of a culture. There is written like a culture like eight Nawal podcast.
हाँ.
Yeah,
हाँ.
right.
It can be.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. So by the thinking of you, I understand that you are saying we have to send the rule recording also and Nawal Pota 30 minutes also.
No, only Nawal podcast.
मुझे किसी को बोलना है?
No.
तो
No, because I don't have disagreement, because I also think this before. Because I think that it could be count on
yeah, but
culture
Nawal
activity,
Pota
because Nawal podcast is in culture activity, and center in charge say you can count. First, it is clear to me that Nawal podcast is count on culture activity from pillars of Roshni,
yes.
and the second part is it count on rule recording time. So yesterday morning center in charge say if you are bored from rule recording you can do recording of Nawal podcast. So इसका मतलब हो सकता है कि नवाल पॉडकास्ट रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे हम लोग कर सकते हैं.
मतलब दोनों से हिसाब से दोनों all two people Turiyat learner Soumya and Turiyat learner Kartik agree with that.
And now what about you?
रुको ना आवाज बोलने दो.
हाँ बोलिए.
Agree about that the Nawal Pota recording it can be found in Taltar. हाँ क्या बोल रहे थे? बोलो पता तो बोलो.
आपका हो गया. What about you?
What?
आपका क्या ओपिनियन है
What is your opinion?
For what? For what?
for
For
this
this
topic?
topic? Would you agree or not? First point is Kartik Bhaiya is right and Saumya Didi is wrong. Second is Saumya Didi is right, Kartik Bhaiya wrong. Third is both are wrong, and fourth is both are right. So what was your opinion? So my opinion, both are right.
Yeah.
And what about you? What
Both
is your
are right
opinion?
because
तो माइक लेके ना.
first opinion, both are right because Saumya Didi said this recording counted in culture, and Kartik Bhaiya said this recording is a place of rule recording. So there is a place of rule recording. There is again suspicion.
Okay. I am not disagree with Aruti. I'm not disagree. I am not agree with your opinion
हाँ तो बताइए. What
Why
which
you are
point
not
you have?
disagree with this?
because Nawal Pota is not the place of rule recording.
This time, because if you listen that sentence charge say if you are bored from rule recording you can do recording of novel podcast.
But
तो मतलब ये कह सकते हैं कि रूल रिकॉर्डिंग
yeah,
की जगह पे नोवेल
but you are
पॉडकास्ट
the
कर सकते
taking
हैं.
from the pillar
But
of
I don't say that rule recording is not happening. It will
yeah.
not happen.
You are taking in the path from the pillar of Ratni writing in Taltar Day in Nawal Potat.
Yes, I know.
Today in Nawal Potat listening.
Novel podcast. But in Naval podcast, there is nothing written that Naval podcast listening. There is written Naval podcast. Naval podcast listening. Naval podcast topic, Twitters,
We are
and
doing rule recording because of our
communication.
speaking. Okay, first question is we are doing rule recording because of our speaking, because of our बोलने के लिए हम rule recording करते हैं. So maybe we are doing this thing maybe 1.5 more than 1.5 year or less than 2 year. So If so, that's the rule recording we are doing for speaking. So we can do Nawal podcast is also for speaking, बिकॉज वे दोनों अगर हम कर रहे हैं दोनों में मेन पॉइंट है स्पीकिंग का. तो रूल रिकॉर्डिंग इज फॉर स्पीकिंग एंड नवाल पॉडकास्ट इज ऑल्सो फॉर स्पीकिंग. बोथ आर सेम. सो वी कैन डू नवाल पॉडकास्ट place
Speaking
of
and also for learning.
rule is also for understanding and speaking. So almost we are understanding the rule, and we are ऑलमोस्ट या ऑलमोस्ट रूल लाइक सम वेदा उसमें एक जैसे कुछ है रूल वेद के बारे में.
The
दिस
same creative energy.
या द सेम क्रिएटिव एनर्जी में बी रूल नंबर 36. सो दिस मे बी मोर स्टिल डिफिकल्ट for me, but I can pronunciate, but I cannot understand better. And so we can do rule record Nawal podcast the place of rule recording. So yes, both are right.
Yeah, both are right.
Why?
Why? Because 13 BI. Can you repeat one more time what 13 BI our opinion
Kartik भैया said
in morning?
कि ये रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है.
Yeah.
नवाल पॉडकास्ट
And
रूल
what you
रिकॉर्डिंग की
say?
जगह पे है. No, I did not say anything. I just said only one. First I asked to center in charge क्या हम ये कल्चर में काउंट कर सकते हैं. He said yes, कर सकते हैं. Then Kartik भैया said क्या ये रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है. Then he said you will discuss this. These are 2 points. Understood?
Yeah. By the my thinking, I'm that conclusion is 13 BI Somebody right why? Because somebody saying it is count in Taltar. You're saying.
Because two learners are saying it is in the part of culture mentioned in Pillars of Roshan.
Yeah.
So it can be counted.
Yeah, it can be down and 13 BI saying it is the place of rule recording. So it is the place of rule recording. Then if you have the two rule recording in Nawal podcast, if you so it is place of rule recording, so Nawal podcast then do by not do rule recording, do Nawal podcast. So it is counting.
Can you repeat again?
नहीं बोल रही ये 13 भी आते छापते और वो नवाल पोता रूल रिकॉर्डिंग से ददे पे है. ऐसा सर्दीता भी है. अगर आप लोग बोर्ड हो जाए बोर्ड हो चुके हैं तो नवाल पोतात भेजिए. ये भी अगर आप नवाल पोतात नहीं भेज रहे हैं तो रूल रिकॉर्डिंग भेजना ही है.
One thing is in my mind, this is for speaking, our speaking. So we can do Nawal podcast also and rule recording also. Maybe sometimes we can do rule recording also and Nawal podcast also. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think about for thinking so we can do all together.
Not together.
Not together. We can do someday Nawal Potta, someday rule recording.
What do you think, Kartik?
Yeah. हाँ क्या someday नवाल podcast someday rule recording.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. ठीक है, okay, I will see.
No, I'm thinking about it. It is for our speaking. So for you said it is a place of culture, rule recording. We are not sending rule recording. That's why center in charge give us another option to send Nawal podcast. Kartik bhaiya.
So in my opinion is first we have it is the time center in charge say you can do recording of Nawal podcast. So first we
Because you are bored, so if you are bored, you can send rule record in Nawal podcast recording.
yeah. So I think that first we have to do make our communication better in Nawal podcast. Listen all the podcast and do recording and when we have enough knowledge, as much as we can gain, then we can go and do rule recording.
Then
My question is,
And
what are
maybe
then
you?
I am saying one
you
thing.
say na mobile
It is
podcast.
for speaking. I am talking about.
Yes,
Then I
I
am one
listen
more
me.
thing saying.
Yeah.
Like you are saying
इसमें
you
नवाल
wait
podcast.
I am saying. Tell you are saying that when after we complete Nawal Pota recording and then we can do to rule
Rule recording.
retarding. But Sumedhi is saying that it is for communication
Huh?
to repeat in. So we can do Nawal Pota. So why we do Nawal Pota? First we complete Nawal Pota and listening. Then why? Then we do to rule retarding. Then why we are doing rule retarding before Nawal?
Why we are not doing rule recording?
Because we are
Oh, this is.
because we are getting bored from rule recording. That's why we are doing rule mobile podcast.
Yeah, Nawal Pota.
Because everyone do this yesterday. It can easy to afford because everyone is bored from rule recording. Do you see we are don't do rule recording from a couple of months.
Couple of months, not couple
अरे
of weeks.
no month हो गया. Every week rule recording 0000.
Month जानते हो तो
I
इधर
think
month.
I think no one can do rule recording from previous model ending. उससे पहले किसी ने किया है.
वो भी तुमने
Previous model.
Yes,
previous
previous
model
model.
तभी हम लोग rule return भेजे.
No, this model भी मेरा गया है.
एक दो बार मेरा
दो
भी
बार
गया
से
है.
ज़्यादा गया है.
Maybe it is very we are doing very less time and no, center in charge say you can do recording of mobile podcast, so everyone quickly do it yesterday. So I think it can easy.
Yeah, I
If we do it continuously, then it will be an habit. It will be an
होते
habit, and then we can try rule recording again.
But one more thing will become if Nawal Potat will be habit, so our mind will say why we are doing rule recording. We will do Nawal Potat. Tell me what will you do on that?
What was your question?
Like he saying when Nawal Potat will be habit, then when we are going to rule recording, our mind will say
After some time, we will get bored from mobile podcast also. Then rule is becomes a little exciting.
how.
You can try.
How it can be? Means how you can
Means
say?
if we not do rule recording for a very long time, then it could be a more exciting. You can try. It is my opinion. It is my experience.
By the what habit, I know you will be bored. Then when will you go back to
For
rule?
example, I give you an example. If you are not doing running
Yeah.
for 2-3 months,
Yeah.
then you are going to start running. It will be difficult, but you don't get bored from running.
Yeah, yeah.
हाँ फिर बाद में हो जाएगा फिर
One
बाद
more
में बोर हो
thing.
जाएंगे जब आप इसे बार बार करने
One
लगेंगे.
more thing. Then one more thing will say. अगर नवाल पोता अगर हम लोग तो फिर एक टाइटल बन जाएगा क्या हो जाए.
नवाल पॉडकास्ट फिर रोल रिकॉर्डिंग.
फिर रूल रिटाइन कर फिर नवाल पोता रे रूल रिटाइन रूल
See what
रिटाइन.
is the point? We have to make our communication better.
Yeah.
Let's
Anything
apply
which is
here. Loka. Yes. Analytical thinking. Break questions. This is 2 points here. फर्स्ट इज क्या ये रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है. नो, फर्स्ट इज क्या हम इसे कल्चर में ऐड कर सकते हैं. यस, इट कैन बी ऐड. सेकेंड पॉइंट इज क्या ये रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है. एंड वी आर
all
डूइंग
debate are
रिकॉर्डिंग.
on the second point.
Hmm?
All debate are on second point.
यस.
Because
सेकेंड
the
पॉइंट.
first point if you see pillar of
फर्स्ट
frosty,
पॉइंट इज क्लियर.
so first point is clear because it is clearly
Yes.
writing pillars of frosty. That's it.
Second, here is a question in second. So this is for our speaking as per my opinion. This is for our speaking कि हम इसे मतलब बोलें, ज़्यादातर स्पीकिंग करें, बोलना सीखें. दिस इज़ फॉर आवर स्पीकिंग, फॉर आवर प्रोनाउंसिएशन, करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन. दिस इज़ फॉर आवर स्पीकिंग. सो दिस इज़ द क्वेश्चन. सो Okay, let's ask to ourselves, is it okay? Let's try. I'm just trying to. Let's ask, what can this is for our speaking. So we are not doing rule recording some from many weeks, and we are not so here is our second option. We can do Nawal podcast. So for the rule recording, we are not doing because we are bored to do repeat same thing daily. And second is we can do Nawal podcast. So for rule recording, if this is for our speaking and for our understanding the rule. So for my thing, I understand and for our pronunciation, so I can pronunciate little better before. So and I understand more uh, maximum rules, but rule number 36 I'm not understanding still now. So
One
for
more
this,
thing for rule number 33. It is difficult. You will understand in 1-2 year and 3-4 year. You have to. It will take so many more years, like 10, 20, 30 years.
This is not the point. We are talking about rule recording is at
Yeah,
the place of mobile podcast.
Yeah.
और हम
तो
कहीं और
इसमें
जा
भी
रहे हैं
नहीं ये भी है
कहाँ से कैसे
रूल रिकॉर्डिंग जैसे
It
कि
says
मैंने इसमें एक बात कहा कि मुझे रूल रिकॉर्डिंग 36 नंबर अभी भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है,
हाँ
बट आई कैन प्रोनाउंसिएट मोर देन बेटर बिफोर
हाँ
बेटर देन बिफोर.
हाँ ये
सो
तो
उस पे
याद
इन्होंने
रखना
कहा. तो ओके, एंड फॉर इसके लिए फॉर एंड वी कैन डू both because it is for our pronunciation, for our speaking skill, for our pronunciation communication, so we can do both.
जिसको जो मन करे वो करे
No, not जो मन करे.
recording send is I think it's compulsory. It's important to send recording.
हाँ, one
So
point is
we can do if we want to do mobile podcast we can send recording of
one
mobile
more
podcast.
thing to I say.
And if we want
wait,
to send rule recording we can send rule recording.
30
It could
minute
be happen.
30 minute what do you say again? Can
I say that Nawal okay भैया Nawal podcast को we can do it from in the place of rule recording. This is my point. So we can do Nawal podcast if we want, and if we don't want to send Nawal podcast recording, we can do rule recording. Both can be done.
if what?
If we want to send Nawal podcast, if we both from recording, you can send Nawal podcast. If we both from Nawal podcast, you can send rule recording.
Oh, both, yes, it can be, but Nawal podcast we can send daily.
Yeah.
One times, because when I sent yesterday, it is only maximum 4 minutes. It takes 4 minutes.
Wait, one more thing. Sir, it also saying till 10 minutes you have to repeat that.
Yeah.
Till 10 minutes you can repeat, but there is you we can, if you are sending rule recording, if you are sending rule recording, we can send rule recording also, and Nawal podcast we can send daily, because it is all the things are in
First,
English.
we can focus on one because अभी एक ही नहीं हो रहा है तो both क्या करेंगे?
Hmm?
अभी एक
I'm
तो नहीं
just
हो रहा है.
suggesting you can do only rule recording, you can do only Nawal podcast. I'm just saying if you are doing rule recording, we can send Nawal podcast one time, because there is some words which have difficult to pronunciate. Maybe everyone सबको ऐसा हुआ था जिसको कुछ वर्डों में
Like
डिफिकल्ट हुआ था, लाइक उसमें अब मुझे याद तो है नहीं, but maybe to some
Yeah,
words are difficult
one
to
more.
pronounce it for me.
One more what?
Wait, I will tell you one more thing. I will thought that sentence 13 when if we bore from the rule returning it is same. Mean wait for it. So what is your conclusion? No, we are with the-
My conclusion, okay. My conclusion is we can do Nawal podcast. We have to send recording 30 minutes of Nawal podcast. So we can do Nawal podcast. And my opinion is both are right. ये नहीं, बोथ आर राइट कैसे हो सकते हैं?
क्यों नहीं हो सकते? नवाल को रूल
हाँ,
because
बोथ आर राइट रूल रिकॉर्डिंग की जगह पे है। हाँ, बोथ आर राइट because it is for speaking. So we can do Nawal podcast and we can do rule recording also. And if you are doing but Nawal podcast, for my opinion, we have to do daily because some words in rule recording we are for मेरे लिए मैं लगभग ठीक ठाक प्रोनाउंशिएट कर पा रही हूँ। सब कुछ में अभी भी थोड़ी बहुत अब मतलब बहुत कम 2-3 में बहुत होगी तो डिफ़िकल्टीज़ होगी। I can pronunciate better before then, and in Nawal podcast I have difficulties to pronunciate. तो इसके लिए नवाल पॉडकास्ट हमें 30 मिनट का करना है, सो नवाल पॉडकास्ट भी कर सकते हैं। एंड इफ समवन वांट टू डू रूल रिकॉर्डिंग he can do rule recording also because both is for speaking.
Mean your conclusion is we can do both. And your conclusion? Your conclusion?
my conclusion is already done in the morning because I said mobile podcast is also count in my culture and it also could be in the place of rule recording.
सो उसमें जो ऑप्शन है उसमें से ऑप्शन ये करेक्ट होगा बोथ आर राइट।
Option D.
ऑप्शन ऑप्शन नंबर डी, ऑप्शन नंबर डी इज करेक्ट, बोथ आर राइट।
By the तरतीब भी आते हिसाब से और रूल रिकॉर्डिंग के प्लेट आएगा और तलतर में आएगा। तो इत मतलब पिलर और रोशनी के हिसाब से पहला वो नवाल पोता तलतर में आएगा रुचि है और रूल रिकॉर्डिंग के दादा आ भी सकता है नहीं भी आ सकता है। जैसे आ सकता है रूल रिकॉर्डिंग तो रूल रिकॉर्डिंग रुचि आ गई।
हाँ, मैं वही पूछना चाहती हूँ आपसे, आ सकता है तो क्यों आ सकता है, नहीं आ सकता
रुचि है आगे बोल लेने दी
उसमें है ये।
नहीं मैं बोलने नहीं। हाँ क्योंकि अगर कोई रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं भेज रहा है तो नवाल पोता भेज सकता है तो प्लेस हो जाते। बट रूल रिकॉर्डिंग में ना कंपलसरी और नवाल पोता जो भेज रहा है सिर्फ रूल रिकॉर्डिंग छोड़ते तो नवाल पोता डेली भेजना है।
So what is your thinking, which number option is correct?
Your opinion what is the fourth option?
Option number D is both are right.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion? Both are right.
I am telling
For all four options.
Yeah.
First is Kartik bhaiya right, Saumya didi wrong. Saumya didi right, Kartik bhaiya wrong. Both are wrong, both are right.
D. Both are right. Because Tartit Biya Thain it is town you are Thain it is to it is town Talta it is town in Talta. Tartit Biya Thain it is the place of rule return to it is the place of rule return. So it is the conclusion that the four option from four option they chosen by all three learners D option. Yes. So, there is any other opinion from anybody?
No.
Okay. You can close it.